G'day guys, welcome back. Now today on the bench we're going to have a look at another Holystone GPS drone here. It's called the 360S, or as you can see on the box it's also named the Spidey. And this drone is currently available during the Black Friday sales on amazon.com.au. I believe it's around at $239, so it's around 20% off at the moment. I'll leave links in the description below so you can check it out. Now this GPS drone is pretty lightweight. It weighs 249 grams, so it's under that 250 gram registration limit. It has a 4K camera. This one claims to have a very long distance of 3 kilometers or 10,000 feet of range. Now I believe that is not only the flight distance but also the transmission of your video feed, because this drone actually doesn't work off a Wi-Fi app, which usually has a very short range from your phone to the actual drone's Wi-Fi system. So this doesn't have that. This actually connects with a data cable from the transmitter to the actual phone itself. That's why they claim we're going to get a very long range as well. And I believe this is the very first drone that Holystone have actually implemented that system. So let's get it out of the box, guys. And as always, we're greeted with the very nice carry case. Holystone pack all their drones in carry cases like this. Pretty decent quality. And when we open up the case, we can see we've got the drone nicely packaged here, as well as the new style transmitter. And in here, looks like it's got the data cable, and we've got some documentation up the top here. So let me get everything out. We'll quickly go through the specs of this drone and have a look at what we get. And then we'll take it out for a flight test. Right guys, we've got everything out of the case. So first off, I'm not going to actually take this out of the bag, but we've got a quick start guide and a full detailed user manual. Okay, so make sure you read this booklet before you fly your drone, get familiar with it. We also have the charging cable here, the USB type A to C type, okay. And here are your data cables. We actually got three for 3 different types of devices. So we've got our Android micro USB, we also got one for C-type devices, and we also got the iOS or lightning cable. Okay, so they cover 3 different types of devices. That's great. In this bag here, marked with A, it does have some propellers and some screws. Once again, I'm not going to take this out, there's no need. Here is the transmitter, new style transmitter. It actually looks rather nice. As you can see, the gimbal sticks aren't in place yet. That's because they're underneath here. And there is the C-type plug port for you to charge the transmitter up itself. It's got a inbuilt LiPo battery in there. Okay, so I'm just going to take the gimbal sticks out. They screw in. There we go. They're both metal sticks too. They're not plastic, so pretty decent quality. Now on the side here we've got our power button. If we press it just once, it will show you the battery percentage of the transmitter battery itself. Now if I press this button twice and hold, it should start up. There you go. And it's showing that it's trying to connect to the drone. Now this has got pretty decent telemetry. We've got the distance on the bottom here, the height in meters, the horizontal speed, okay, and the vertical speed. Now it is beeping because the drone ain't turned on. We've got our speed icon up the top here. Okay, so if we press it, we're in sports mode, camera mode, which would be the lowest speed setting. And then we've got normal mode, okay? Now over here we've got the camera icon, take photo. On this other side we've got the take video, video start, video stop, and then we've got the home return. Now along the top here we have a zoom function, plus and minus zoom, and this is your camera tilt up and down. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn this off. Just press it twice and it'll turn off. Okay, now at the top of the transmitter we have our phone holder. Now I think this doubles as an antenna for the actual transmitter, and on here on the bottom we've got these nice little rubber ridges that actually hold the bottom of your phone. Okay, that's pretty neat. Now if we look right down the back there, that is where our data cable from your phone to the actual transmitter is going to plug into. Okay, let's have a quick look at the HS360S. And just like with any other drone these days, it just folds out like so. And it's pretty lightweight, guys, with the actual battery in the back. It only weighs 249 grams, like I said, so you don't have to register it, okay? Okay, so let's have a look at the battery of the drone now because this label is really dark, you won't be able to see it on camera, but this is a 1500 milliamp hour 7.4 volt 2S battery. On the back we've got our locking mechanism just here, and we also got the C-type charging port, as well as the battery indicator there. As you can see, I've fully charged this battery up, so I'm ready to fly this drone. Now on this side of the drone you can see there's an SD card slot for the DVR recorder. I suggest you use a pretty decent card, class 10, pretty high speed card, and you get the best results for 4K photos and videos. Now on the bottom of the drone here, as you can see, they're claiming the weight of this drone being ultra light. Once again, we have a little optical flow sensor here. It's very tiny, as you can see, and it looks like an LED light facing down, as well as some adequate venting here on the bottom. Now on the front here we have an LED light panel there on the nose. It looks like the rest of the drone doesn't have any lights. It's just those two, the one on the front and the one on the rear. Now at the front here we have our 4K camera. Now even though this drone has a gimbal cover, this camera is not an actual 2 or 3 axis gimbal. It's just an up and down tilt 4K camera. They do state it has a 1/3 inch CMOS Galaxy Core sensor, which can take 4K videos and photos, and it's a wide angle lens. All right guys, I'm not too sure of the frame rate, but I'll type it up on the screen. Probably between 25 or 30 frames per second. Now this camera can tilt up and down to a 90-degree angle, and it does have a little bit of dampening here. Not too sure if it does have EIS. I hope it does, but I'll soon find out, you know, when we go and fly the drone. So that's pretty much the overview, guys. They do claim we're going to get around 20 minutes of flight time from that 1500 milliamp hour 7.4 volt battery. They also do mention that this drone has some added smart features in addition to follow me and waypoints, as well as the standard surround mode or orbit mode. This has additional features called spiral, rocket, and there's another one I think it's called ascend. So I'll definitely be trying those new features out. Haven't tried those features out on a drone before, so they'll be included in the flight test. So that's basically it, guys. Let's take it out for a flight. All right guys, we're out here with the Holystone HS360S GPS drone. As you can see, I've got a screen recording going. First off is telling us to do a compass calibration. So we're going to put both the sticks up into the center, and it's telling me to calibrate. So we'll quickly do that. Turn the drone. As you can see, we've done the 1 axis turn, and it is done. All right. Now, before I take off, I just want to put that up a bit. All right, so we've got the view of the field here. Now, before we take off, I just want to check the parameters here. I've got beginner mode turned off. As you can see, return altitude, I've set that at 28 meters. I'm just going to make that a little bit higher, make that around 40 meters, just to clear any trees that are around the field. And we've got the flight altitude at 120. Okay, we'll go to track. All right, there's some features there. I'm just going to leave that as it is. That looks like a flight log from yesterday when I tested it out. All right, let's start a recording and unlock those motors. I'm going to use the takeoff button here. Put it up in the air. All right, just let that sit there for a while. Nice and stable. There we go. All right. So let's just fly it around just a little bit. I'll take it out a little bit, see what speed we're in sports mode. We'll just leave it in camera mode for now. Just do a quick GPS home return test to start off. We'll take it to about 100 meters. We're at 50, nearly 60 at the moment. Send it out that way. We'll go to about 80. I'll just do a quick GPS return home, saying keep an eye on the wind. It's turning around and it's coming back. All right. Lower the camera down. Pretty fast tilt on the camera. Okay, we'll see how accurate it is on its landing. You can see I got the small hoop there. It's turning around again. There we go, slowly descending this drone. Okay. Fairly close. Probably a few feet away. Yeah, a couple of meters away. Not too bad though. Alright guys, let's get straight into some of the flight features of this drone. I'll just stop that recording. So I got that as a reference and I'll start some recordings again. Alright, so 2 sticks down and out. Take off once again. Now what I want to do first, we'll try out the feature of the image follow. So I'm going to slide that across. Okay, now I'm going to draw a square around me. Alright, it should track me. It's not at the moment. Let's go back, try that again. Maybe I have to lower the camera a bit. Alright, so that's not working at the moment. Let's try that again. I'll reset it. It did work for me yesterday. I did test this drone out yesterday. Try that one more time. Alright, drew a big box this time. Gonna follow me? It's not working today. Oh well, okay. Well, I've given that enough tries. Not too sure why it's not working today. It did work perfectly yesterday. Let's try the GPS follow. Okay, move back a little bit. I'll press record. And it is following me, as you can see here. So if I start jogging around, I can see it's out of frame a bit, but it is trying to follow. It's maybe because I got in the low speed setting. Let's put it in sports mode. Let's see. Well, that does work. It is following me. Alright, get out of that. Okay, now what I want to do is just quickly bring it up. And I want to do the orbit surround mode. Just leave that at 5 meters. As you can see, it's going to go up. Bring the camera down a bit. It's facing that way. Okay, now it's turning around again. There I am in the screen. I'll try to go in the middle here. But it does seem to be doing that surround mode quite well. There we go. As you can see there. Alright, that works. Get out of that. Now here's one called Catapult, which is basically a droney shot. Now I'm going to stop that recording because it's supposed to actually start recording when we do these features here. Bring the camera up a little bit. Okay. do it from there, and this is going to do a droney shot. So this is called catapult. Slide that across. You can see it's doing a droney shot, and it's recording as well automatically once you do that. All right, stop the recording by itself, and it should come back once it's done. There we go. I'm not touching the controller. As you can see, it's coming back to the starting point. That's pretty good. There we go, it's still coming back. Nice. All right, now for this next one, I'm going to tilt the camera all the way down. Okay, might have to, I'm out of that now, so bring it down. Okay, now what we're going to do is this rocket mode, which is this one here next to the catapult, and it should start recording again. As you can see, it's going straight up. Nice, that works great, and it's recording as well. It's going to stop the recording and come back down. There he goes, descending now. Nice. So I'm just going to take over now and bring it down manually. Raise that camera back up. All right. Now I might try that image follow one more time. Since I had it in camera mode, maybe it was just taking a while to try to follow me. I'm going to go back a little bit. Try it one more time. All right, last attempt at it, because yesterday it did work and now it's working. See that? All right, so it's probably because I had it in camera mode, it wasn't turning that quick. I'll try to do a recording actually. All right, I'm going to record now. So as you can see, it is working. If I go back this way, it's just pivoting on just that solid axis there. It's not moving around, it's just panning. Okay, stop that recording. Get out of that. So it does work. I knew it worked because it worked yesterday. Just wasn't working for me earlier on. Mainly due to the speed. All right, now we do have a spiral. I want to try that one out. What it's going to do is go up in circles like a surround mode, but also in altitude. So let's do that one. There we go. Starting to record. Tilt the camera down. It's working great as well. How are we for battery life? Looks like we're halfway through the battery. That's a great flight feature. I like that one. Works really well. As you can see, I've stayed in the frame. Very nice, and it stops there. It will stop recording and it should come back to me. Yep, it's going above my head. Okay, now there is waypoints on there as well, as well as gesture, photos and video. Let's quickly try that out. Bring the camera back up a little bit. All right, so put my 2 fingers up there and it's starting to take a photo, I think. Yeah, it's took a photo, so that works. Not that I would use this feature much. I don't tend to use it. I just take photos and videos manually, but we'll try the, just for the purpose of this video, we'll try the palm. We should take a video, I think. And yeah, it's recording, as you can see on the right hand side of the screen. So those features work. All right, turn that off. All right guys, well, I'm not too sure what this one does. Oh, that just tilts the image. Okay. All right, so let's just take it up and out. Are we at low battery already? It looks like we're at low battery, so I better take some photos. Just send it up. Yeah, we're at low battery, guys. So we only had enough time to do the flight features there and a quick home return test. Can I go up any further? No, I can't go up any further, so just take a couple of photos there to add in the video. Percentage is pretty low at the moment. Probably hear the series of beeps come from the transmitter on the screen recording. And can we push it out any further? No, we can't. All right. So we've got a few photos there. Let's bring it back down around this way. We are in sports mode. Now we're back in camera mode. And we'll see if it returns to home by itself. It's flying it around here. As you can see, the video footage or the camera itself is not stabilized. That'd have to be just a bit of a drawback of this drone. If it had a stabilized gimbal, it'd be really great, guys, especially for the price. This drone is pretty inexpensive at the moment. Like I said, on amazon.com.au, it's only around $239. I think they've got an additional 20% off or $20 off. So if you're looking for this drone, maybe as a Christmas present, this might be an ideal one to get. It's definitely got quite a few smart features that work perfectly. I didn't try waypoints out because wouldn't have been able to do that anyway because of the low voltage now, but all the other flight features do work, as you can see. Had no problems with toilet bowling, which quite a few Holystone drone models do have that, tend to have that compass, you know, going out of whack as far as toilet bowling. This one's rock solid. And stay tuned, guys, because I'm going to do a range test on this drone. I've actually got an additional battery, and we'll test out the range. They do claim 3 kilometers or 10,000 feet. I'm noticing that this has got a pretty long low voltage flight time. It's been beeping for a while now. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna come home now. See how accurate it is this time. Looks like it's gonna land pretty close. All right, there we go. All right, nice. Okay guys, well that is the review on the Holystone HS360S. Pretty decent drone actually. It flies very well, especially if there's a little to no wind. I did fly it yesterday and it was quite windy, guys, and it was late in the afternoon. And because it's such a lightweight drone, under 250 grams, it did tend to struggle a little bit in high winds, but it did hold its own. But this morning, you know, coming out here rather early, with little to no wind, it flew really well. Pretty long flight time. They do claim around 20 minutes. I think we got pretty close to that. But yeah, all the flight features work. as far as that I've tried. We also got the waypoints there, which unfortunately I couldn't get to because it started beeping low voltage state and only gave me 30 meters you know, distance, like a geofencing. So yeah, weren't able to perform that, but I'm pretty sure the waypoints would work on this drone as well. I like the connectivity with the data cable instead of relying on Wi-Fi, which a lot of drones out there still on the market, they rely on Wi-Fi FPV, which is quite horrible actually, as far as you're restricted on the range. Maybe get 100 or 200 meters of solid FPV and then it just flakes out, freezes up, the app crashes, and you know, especially when they claim drones have got 1 kilometer range and you can only get like 250 meters max out of a Wi-Fi feed. It's quite off-putting because you're flying blind and you can't really max out the distance that they do claim on those other cheaper drones. So yeah guys, overall for the price, $239 on Amazon, you know, this is a pretty solid drone guys, especially if you're looking at your first camera drone. It does take 4K video, as well as there is a 2.7K option there as well. It is not stabilized. I wish it did have a gimbal, but you know, for this price point, it's a pretty decent drone. And like I said, with this data cable rather than Wi-Fi, you're getting a solid connection throughout your flying experience. So yeah guys, stay tuned. In a follow-up video, I'm going to do a range test. We'll see how far it can actually go. They do claim 10,000 feet or 3 kilometers. I'm really eager to test that out. As always, there'll be links in the description below to amazon.com.au, the Holystone store. Go check it out and pick yourself one of these up if you're interested in this drone. So until next time guys, enjoy your day and I'll catch you on the next video.